So I just got done going for like a little jog or a run. I've kind of been making it a daily habit to get up earlier, well, as early as I can, and go for a little jog or a walk just to get active in the morning. And so I decided to take a sit down here at the park for a minute. I was gonna go live and walk around, but I feel like the camera's shaking around all the time, and so I just wanted to sit down for a minute and just see what's going on with you guys today. Good morning to everybody that it's morning time where you're at. If it's not morning time where you're at, good afternoon, good night. So I hope everybody is doing good. I just figured I would jump on here and see what's going on. We're just waiting for people to join. Join the live stream here. See what's going on with you guys. Justine, what is going on? What is going on? We're rising, we're vibing, we're shining. As you can see, that sun right behind me. That's so beautiful how that looks right now. Hey, buddy, what is going on? I'm from America. America! Oh. Yeah, it is beautiful out here right now. If I had my cards, I would do a reading, but I've been kind of like just wanting to jump on and do lives where I'm just, seeing what's going on with you guys, just talking about life, maybe just having like little morning chats. And I've just been making it a habit to get up earlier. And I used to go to the gym a lot. I used to work at a gym. And well, I used to work for several different gyms. I used to work at Planet Fitness for a while, and then I worked at the YMCA. And I used to work out all the time, and I haven't been with a gym in a while, ever since I left my last job. So I've been trying to find other ways to work out, to stay fit, going for jogs in the morning. I think that's been the best way. But I think what I'm going to start doing is waking up, going for a jog in the morning. And then I run, I don't know, it's probably like a couple miles. I run like a couple miles. And then doing it at night before I retire, into my home. So I don't know what you guys think about that, if you guys work out or Mercury is out of retrograde. That's good news, because everybody be talking about that Mercury retrograde, and it throws people off, gets people, tired, sleepy. People say that it messes with the electronics and stuff like that as well. I do believe that the planets affect us down here. It says that, I think it's in the Emerald Tablets, if I'm not mistaken. It's like one of the laws of the universe is like as above, so below. And I feel like there's several different meanings to that, as above, so below. You can look at that in a bunch of different ways, but I think one of the ways that's viewed is as in the heavens, as the stars above, so below down here on Earth. Right. So I do believe the planets, especially the moon, because the moon literally affects our tides on the earth. And it's really interesting to think about that, because like, what if we didn't have a moon? Um that would be pretty weird. Like, what would it be like? And like, even if the earth was created without a moon, like, what would that be like? I feel like the tides wouldn't be the same. It would probably be more, the sea would probably be more treacherous and stuff like that. I'm gonna take a seat here. So, I apologize. I got disconnected, guys. So, I'm just gonna keep going with the message. I found this stick. Let's see if I could get it in the image here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it in the full. It's pretty cool looking. It kind of curls up. So I was thinking about shaving it down, maybe making something cool out of it. Like that. This would be the top right here. So I'm thinking about doing something cool with that. Maybe making a snake or something. Like in the Bible, they said Moses carried a staff in the Bible. A lot of people uh, don't realize that. Like that, staffs was like they were like a normal thing, like in ancient civilization or like back in those times. And Moses carried a staff, and uh, he was tested by Pharaoh or whatever, and he had like a competition with the Pharaoh's magicians, and God allowed Moses to throw the staff down, and it turned into a snake. And I think there is something symbolic about that. But yeah, I was just thinking about like how interesting that is. I was talking about as above, so below, one of the universal principles, and how there's a lot of different meanings to that, to as above, so below. And you can look at that in a bunch of different ways. I feel like that's with a lot of different ideologies and even religions and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of different ways to view spirituality. Yeah, it's a shame I had to leave the park because that was such a nice view I had there with the sun right above me shining. That was beautiful. At least I got that in the beginning of the video. I pretty much just jumped on here to talk to you guys, see how you guys are doing. Just talk about stuff. Talk about whatever's going on. I was thinking I was gonna go live last night, and I was like, nah, it's not the right time. It was getting darker, and I could barely see myself on the screen, so the screen would have been blacked out, which I'm sure people would have listened anyways. But I was gonna do a video on like, getting burned by other people, pretty much, and you're a person that cares very deeply about others. You're a very caring, loving person, and you're a person that maybe even once or multiple times has put your hand in the fire to help other people out. And I think a lot of people maybe, I'm starting to realize like certain situations where I was wrong. I was wrong for intervening in certain circumstances in other people's lives. Even though I meant well, even though I wanted to do good for somebody else, I was in the wrong because I should have just left it alone. And I feel like I always helped other people out, even against my own detriment, even against my own well-being, like putting my hand in the fire, then getting pulled down in it myself, and like having to go through this whole healing process all over again, having to go through all this stuff. It's like, you know for me, and this is me speaking personally, I feel like I've been through that cycle so many times where it's been like I start to get ahead, or I start to make a lot of improvements, and I've made a lot of improvements over time. I have. Um, but it seems like there's always this energy around, and I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but there's always this energy around that wants to like destroy the healing that I've done on myself, destroy that healing, that healing work, though the work that you've done on yourself, to make yourself, I want to say clean, but to make yourself purified, only to come in and destroy it, or having this like insatiable desire to watch you go through suffering, watch you go through trials and complications in your life. And I think it's just hard when you're working on yourself, you're wanting to heal yourself, you're wanting to better yourself, you're on this healing journey. At first, it's a really refreshing experience. It's like, yeah, like this is awesome. I'm looking forward to the future. I know that the work I do on myself is really going to reflect into my outer world. Things are going to change for me. But then, like, over time, it can be very, like, when is this going to happen for me? I've been doing the right thing for a long time now. Are things going to change? And things do change. It just takes time. It just takes time, and it doesn't happen overnight. And I think a lot of people, they want like instant results. They want what they want when they want it, and they want it now. It's my money. I want it now. And I think people are just impatient, and that's why most people don't really go on this healing journey or want to, like, there's people that want to improve themselves, but I feel like there's people who want to improve themselves for like just themselves. Then there's people that want to improve themselves so that they can get the approval of other people. And I feel like a lot of like people want, like, there's an energy or certain people in your life that wanted you to feel like you had to work overtime and you had to do all these things in order to be accepted by others, and it's just not true. You really didn't have to go through all that work. You didn't have to do all this stuff in order for you to be accepted by the by others, by to have friends and to do these things. You were a part of love all along. You are connected to love all along. You are love itself, actually. And you never needed to improve at all. But you went ahead and you improved yourself anyway. And you strive for better. You got up every day saying positive affirmations, speaking life over yourself. And that becomes, especially if you've never formed that habit before, and it takes 21 days to form a habit or like a behavior. That's what they say anyway. And that's a discipline, getting up every day, speaking positive affirmations over your life, affirming to yourself, like right in the morning when your subconscious mind is still open to suggestion, speaking good things over yourself. Before you go to bed, like making it a regimen and a practice. And I did that for years. I did that for years. And for a long time, I wasn't doing the right thing. And this is talking like years and years ago, like 5, 10 years ago. I had to learn my lessons in life, and I think everybody does. And there's a lot of times I wish I could go back and tell myself the things I know now. I wish I knew then what I know now, because I would have been a lot further along. But even if I had gone back and told myself what I know now, I don't think my past self would have listened to me. I think I was very hard headed, and I needed to learn the hard way. And that was how it was for me. But it took a long time for me to get on this journey of like actually wanting to better myself and wanting to better my life, and realizing that I was at a dead end and I wasn't going anywhere, and I was just wasting away my life, my talents, my God-given gifts. I was wasting away everything in my life for a feeling, for a good feeling. So that can be kind of uncomfortable to me at times. And I don't know how you guys feel about that. If you guys can relate to that, if you do relate to that, let me know in the chat or in the comments below. How that relates to you and your experience, like your healing journey, your journey in general, even if you're not on some kind of healing journey or working on yourself. Here on this channel, we're working to better ourselves as a whole, as a collective, healing ourselves, betterment, growth, expansion, and stuff like that. It happens one day at a time. Building character doesn't happen overnight. All right, what's going on here? Where did my chat go? Oh, that was weird. I wasn't even seeing my messages for a second, and now it's saying there's nobody in the chat. This is weird, guys. This was a really difficult live stream to do today. I think it was just a accumulation of everything. At first, I was at the park, and I had a really good setup there. I don't understand why it's doing this. It's really upsetting me right now. Yeah, I shouldn't be having any problems right now. I'm connected to my Wi-Fi, so. Oh, that's cool. You got a stick like that too? I don't know. I just want to be able to sit on my porch and make this live stream, but it's making it really difficult for me right now. Um, Free Palestine? Yeah, sure. I think everybody should be free. Everybody should be able to do what they want. If you're under some kind of oligarchy or dictatorship, you need to get out of that country. Get to somewhere where you can be free. You can live your freedom of expression, have your rights. I'm hoping to make a difference in society. I'm not just trying to come on a YouTube platform and talk, 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 talk. I feel like that's the problem, and I'm not trying to criticize anyone. I have enough time where I'm looking at my own self and making sure that there's no fault in me. But I feel like a lot of people in the spiritual community, there's a lot of talking going on, but there's not a lot of doing anything. There's not a lot of, taking action to actually make a change. Yeah, you can talk about something, you can inform people, you can get the word out, get the truth out, but if nobody's actually putting any action into making the world a better place, what are we doing, really? That's my opinion on it, and you can take it or leave it, but I really feel like a lot of people in the spiritual community aren't really trying to change not change the world, and in that sense, like it's more like just putting in action to make change, create change, make betterment. And that's what I'm aiming to do, not with just this channel, but with my life in general. I really want to make a difference in the world. I'm not trying to like change the whole world and convert people and do all this stuff, but I'm wanting to make a betterment. And I think it starts with your hometown, where you're from, your home country, wherever you're living at, wherever you're staying at. Change starts there. And if you can't create change there, then maybe you have to go somewhere else. I'm really hoping. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Can you let me know if you can hear me all right? I'm about to go in my room. Oh, never mind. So I can't make a video anywhere.